Oh,
there you go. Scully's mic
what
was,
an entry.
Scully's mic was cut. We were talking.
Gee.
Wow, look at the
there we
setup.
go. I
Anyway.
missed the intro music. I'm not even in the mood anymore.
Sorry.
No,
Do
it's
you want
good.
to start the 10-minute countdown again?
Welcome,
See you
everybody.
in 10.
Hello. That would have been weird for everyone. It's like, start talking now. BackChat Studios. Hello. Welcome. BackChat Podcast. Welcome. Daniel. Hamish. Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
guys. I mean, you're looking at me and Dan in pretty high quality at the moment.
Yep.
Oh, I like it. Is that either a new camera, a new setup? Things are different. I look clear.
You look
very
very
clear.
Good. And Hammer, a lot of people
look
asking
great,
already on YouTube. Lots of people on comments, so thank you. Keep sending them in. Asking where you were. Obviously, the countdown starts, but
the
there's the
countdown.
live feed of the cameras. You rock in just when you want, right before we go live.
Yeah,
So
rocked in at
thanks for coming.
4:32. Had work. Was left at 4 o'clock. Got here at 4:32.
Great time.
I'll tell you what's funny, or not funny. Google Maps tells you, or Apple Maps, it says like 30. So it was 32 minutes from my work, and like I got lucky on a few oranges. The speed limit's 70. I'm doing 73, just a bit over, still legal. Not Dan honking at anyone, but
Did it nail it or not?
it just gets it.
Apple or Google?
Apple Maps, it like
No,
it just.
Apple
I'm an
Maps is a.
I'm an Apple guy.
No, it's defunct. I don't think it gets it right.
But it gets it right for me.
No, I reckon it's a butcher job on
And like
Apple.
even when you're driving down south and you're sitting cruise control at 120 and it's 110,
It's still
which I
nice.
don't do, but I know some people have. Obviously, it just nails it. Anyway.
Powered by Paywise this year, fellas. Look, we've been a bit coy about this, I would say, and I just want to go into a bit more detail. I know you're looking at me with that fear in your eyes, Dan, but I'm going to do my best. Powered by Paywise BackChat in 2024. Fleet Network, great supporters of our podcast through 2023. Frank Agostino, Garrick Ibbotson, Pickers, all the boys down there and the girls looking after us, novating ourselves a lease.
Novated your lease. Novated yourself a lease. If you got a salary and you want to get rid of it, not rid of it, but if you want to do something with it that's special,
Yeah.
Novated yourself a lease.
I will
think
say, you see the Tesla out the front?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
looking
Novated,
after you
yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm going to say,
I got dropped
boys.
off by my mum at work today. Shout out Diane. Thank you for pick me up.
Shout out
6:45
Diane.
this morning. Dropped me into work.
That
Meanwhile,
Why is that?
brilliant.
Meanwhile, Scully's rolling in
Hang on
a
a minute.
Tesla.
Yeah, Scully's driving a Tesla.
Like,
We'll get back to that too.
We're
Why'd
all on
your
the
mum?
podcast. This guy's getting a Tesla.
Why'd your
Diane,
mum-
She works around the
Works
corner.
around the corner and she
But-
lives near me.
And,
Oh, yeah, there you
and
go.
Dan's,
She's just a lovely lady.
gee, that's amazing. Like if we're talking
Does she
about
still do your washing?
rags to riches,
No.
we've been
Sometimes.
talking about
Sometimes.
rags to
Rags
riches.
to riches.
Dan gets dropped off by his mum. Sorry, it's no one else find that funny. Just
I
me.
find it very funny. Anyway, you're
Saving
driving
the
a
planet.
Tesla. Did
So,
Fleet Network sort you out?
Not
with that, or
only are we
Paywise?
doing novated. Have you actually?
Novated.
Not only are we
Novated.
novateding, not only are we novateding leases, right, with Fleet Network. Paywise is providing more salary packaging solutions for
okay.
different industries across Australia.
Wow.
So not only can you sort the cars out,
If you wanted to.
you
Yep.
can save yourself money, pre-tax dollars,
That's where you want to save your money, isn't
with
it?
a whole bunch of other options. Now, once again, we're not going to go into full detail, but Paywise, they're the same crew as Fleet Network.
It's still Frank.
It's an upgrade.
Wow.
I believe.
Ooh,
Right?
more
So
options.
I've gone from my little Ford drive I was driving around to the Tesla.
Yeah, nice.
Think of that the same. Fleet Network.
Fleet Network
Great
to
car.
Paywise.
Great car that I drove around for 12 months last year.
Yep.
Paywise
I'm in a
just a bit
Tesla.
better. I saw
Great.
Paywise, so obviously Leadville Oval's now named Sullivan's Logistics Oval. Or
Is
whatever.
it?
Sullivan Logistics Oval.
Shout out.
And shout out Sullivan Logistics Oval. Around the boundary, the banners,
Yes.
Paywise.
Is that right?
good.
I got a
Do
real
you have
kick.
Are you a sponsored player down there?
I think so, yeah.
Do you know who your sponsors are?
Yeah, my sponsor was Greg Thomas last year from Hyundai.
Shout out Greg. Oh, just a bloke.
Just shout out Greg. Shout out you, Greg.
Shout out Greg Thomas
yeah.
and Maylands.
Yeah, I think it's. I think my new boss is going to take over this year, but I'm not sure. We need to get that all signed away.
Great. Hey,
Otherwise, Paywise.
Just quickly, Rebound 50 on YouTube's come in and said, boys, not watching the Collingwood Sydney game.
Mate, we are watching the Collingwood Sydney
How's
Who
game.
said
that?
that? Rebound 50.
You can do it with us. Look, this isn't a live watch along, but we'll give you updates. We'll talk about the big moments. We've got it in front of us as well. The score right now is
It's
nothing else.
0-0. Who's
Ooh,
winning?
tight one.
The
Tight
Bears.
one.
Yes, yeah, correct. Collingwood Sydney, of course, happening. Who do you reckon's going to win? Just a little off the cuff here.
I'm tipping Collingwood because it's
I've
at the
tipped-
MCG.
I've tipped the Pies, but very begrudgingly.
You picked them last week. That's why I picked Collingwood because they're the favourites.
Great.
So we're all on Collingwood. I think Sydney might win.
I want Sydney to win.
I'd love
I
Sydney
think
to win.
Come on,
might
Sydney.
win. So I'm pretty sure. Look, I don't know. I'm not really the tech guy in here.
No.
Pretty sure you can put two things on at once on your laptop.
I think you
mate.
Yeah,
can.
you can.
There's times you can go like a
Tabs,
little down in
Windows,
the corner. and the
YouTube,
screen.
KO,
Yeah.
Made in Heaven.
This isn't
match
in the
made
run
in
sheet,
heaven,
so I'm just going to go a bit rogue with it. Today they're unveiling the Collingwood Premiership banner Do you remember that happening 2019?
Yeah, so I don't. So I got asked this during the week on Fox Footy. I have no recollection of that happening in 2019. None.
Right.
Did we? Do you remember? You were a fan.
I don't remember it happening.
Did anyone else? Is there any West Coast fans in here? There's a lot of the Sydney fan right here. Nicholas, welcome, our producer. Hello, Nick.
Hey boys, what's the score?
0-all.
0-all. Who's winning? The Bears.
Now you're a Sydney fan.
Yeah.
What's that Ferris Bueller's Day
We're
Off?
gonna-
Yeah, could you just cut Nick's mic? Thank you. We'll fix that cable.
Okay, but he's a Sydney fan.
He's a Sydney fan, so he's up and
So
about.
he's going to be up and about. I think Sydney wins as we see the opening bounce right
Brodie
now.
Grundy.
Against his second former side.
He's done
in
exactly
2
what he did
weeks.
against Max Gawn, and he got the clearance.
Oh, my goodness. Will Haywood's amazing. Scott Pendlebury starting in the middle, and off they go, Chris. Watch this.
There's
Jimmy Cole
Crispy.
Collingwood.
Oh, Crispy.
Good stop.
This isn't going to be a watch
Anyway,
along,
we know-
though.
yeah.
Correct.
Crispy, stick to the couch, mate.
Joining us on YouTube.
Where he does his
live.
best work.
Hello.
bed.
Welcome.
Crispy.
If you're listening to this as a podcast, welcome as well. And if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, welcome as well. Big show coming up. Huge
The biggest.
announcement coming up a little later on this
You got
show.
the A, the B, the C, and the D. That's the biggest. That's
Well,
Big D.
what is it?
Huge.
I got
Can't
no
tell you.
idea.
Coming up in the show. You don't know what it is.
No, I got no idea. I just feel like we've been rogue a little bit, so now that's railed me back online.
Right.
That's probably not the way to put it, getting railed online.
So we are
Anyway,
doing.
here I am, Crispy.
We are doing that with a very special guest, and I tried to preview this last week, but everyone was telling me that everyone already knew. So I'm not sure if people know who we have on the podcast.
people know. People know. I think because he's on the picture of the YouTube tile. But if you're listening
Right.
along and you're like, oh gosh, I don't know what it is, that's fine.
Don't look.
Don't look.
Just
Yeah, a little
surprise
surprise.
yourself because there's a big merch announcement with a big guest later on the show. Our guest last week on BackChat, Justin Longmuir, extends for a year, boys. We're going to discuss
you're
that.
welcome.
Okay, we're going
There
to come
he
past
is.
that. And the MCG has just put its prices up in the food. So as the first score of the game goes to the Sydney Swans, 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0.
Nick's up and about
And
over
you
there. We
take your
fixed his
hat off.
microphone. Hello, Nicholas. We fixed that? No, we haven't at all. We'll come back
Did
to
you
you.
get a haircut? You just took your hat off for a little bit there.
Yeah, it looks
Nice,
really
mate.
good.
Yeah,
Hubby?
you look sharp. Your
Beard
beard's
as
been
well.
trimmed.
You like
Yeah.
it?
You look good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, well
I
done.
feel good.
What a YouTube audience listening along, watching along. What do you think of Scully's look?
Right.
I
I
just-
mean, it's pretty normal. I've just had a
Yeah,
haircut, right?
yeah. But
It's
like,
actually, yeah.
I think you look good, mate.
Okay, thank you
Wow,
very
so
much.
someone, Adro Duke on YouTube, said that the Eagles mascots flew down with the flag and everything at the banner reveal
Wow.
in 2019.
Flute, Eddie the no,
He must have gone
Aussie
down
the
on a
Eagle.
rope.
Eddie
Or the
the-
actual mascot. No, not the physical eagle.
No.
We're not talking about Aussie the Eagle.
No, the Eagles mascot
Remember when he got
flew
locked?
down.
Remember when he left Subiaco
with the
and just
flag.
went and perched on the Mitchell Freeway sign?
So right, yeah, I have
Okay,
no
anyways,
recollection.
there we go.
I was guaranteed to be not playing, so I was probably playing waffle.
Yeah, you don't play many round ones, did you?
No, correct.
You're right. No, this has
and
just been debauchery to begin.
Yeah, it's
anyway,
fine.
let's line back up.
MCG food prices going through the roof, and I've done some investigating, special investigation thanks to BackChat.
Great.
MCG food and beverage prices.
So before you get into that, getting food at the footy is ridiculous. Getting drinks at the football is worse.
The cost of or the
The cost. Getting a Pepsi, like getting a Coke Zero at a 600ml Coke Zero shouldn't cost any more than $4.50, which is ridiculous even still, and it costs you like $7 there.
Great,
Anyway.
we're going straight into this.
Okay.
MCG food prices.
All right.
Gone through the roof.
Okay.
Right, this year.
Tell me what the- tell
So
me
what
the
were you just
item.
talking about? The soft drink.
Tell me, the soft
What'd you
drink.
say?
I said-
$5.50.
So I said it shouldn't be any more
$5.50.
than $4.50. What is it?
Well, they've gone from $5.50,
It's ridiculous.
a 600ml drink,
Yep.
so not a can, so it's a bit bigger.
Bit bigger than a
$5.50,
can, yeah.
so $6.20.
That's outrageous.
Stupid. Who carries? I mean, you get tap, but
No one carries cash anymore. Chips, how much would you pay for a bag of
it
chips?
depends on the size. No
Like
more
potato chips or hot chips.
Hot
crisps.
chips.
Hot chips, $5.
They were $5.50, $6.20 for a packet of chips. No, not a packet of chips.
Sorry.
A box of hot chips.
Yeah.
Hot chips. Some
Yeah,
hot
yeah.
chips.
A
Yeah.
box of chips.
Yeah,
Is that what you
yeah,
have
Hot
on it?
chips. Hot chips.
Meat pie.
$4.
They're my favourite.
$4.20. It should be $4.20. Obviously, the $4.20 pie.
$6.20.
Ooh.
So everything's gone to $6.20 apparently.
Hell.
The things that are worrying me.
Inflation.
So look, shelter should be tapped at the MCG. Obviously,
Should be.
They're
No, it isn't.
They're unfortunately gone astray with the Carlton drafts.
Ugh.
That's what I was about to say. I'd love to
You only
see
get a pint in the MCC, and they don't care about money in there.
the sizing. So they do have full strength in the outer at the MCG. West Australians can't trust them. You can't drink a full strength beer over here in the West.
Yeah.
Unless you're up in the champions room. Thank you very much.
In the champions room. Carlton draft, I don't think it's a pint. How much is that going to set you back at the footy, Hamish or Dan? Dan, you know, so Hamish.
If I'm getting so I'm just assuming it's a can. I wouldn't. I would say $9.
It's now $13.50 for a Carlton draft.
What if you're with three mates, right? And you just, I'll get the next round, boys.
Yeah.
That's what?
It's a 40 spot.
Over $50.
Maybe burger
Yeah,
and
I'll
a
get the
beer
food.
each. Do you know how much that costing you for 3 blokes? They've got a special deal on.
What?
So you can get 3 burgers,
Yep.
3 boxes of chips,
Yep.
and 3 food and this.
So you get change from a Bradley. That's pretty nice. Good on him.
Was the item at the bottom of the list, right? They go chicken burgers and they're talking about all this sort of stuff,
Chicken
right? The
rolls.
waters. The G-Dog.
The G
G-Dog. I know the hot dog at the G is just like, it's this pipsqueak little bun with this fucking massive cock in it.
Is that what the G dog
The
is?
G-Dog. It's just this tiny bun from memory with just a massive rod just fucking laid out there for everyone to see. Like
So-
flips around at the end.
So the actual price went from everything's gone from $5.50 to $6. So $6 for a G-Dog. It got us thinking, what the fuck's a G-Dog?
What's a
right?
G-Dog, yeah.
And look, for the last best part of 3 hours, we've been trying to find the list. 1 minute before we came live here, I found it.
The G-Dog?
Right? The G-Dog is served in one spot in the MCG. Sorry, there's lots of different spots, but it's at the dog bar.
Oh, get a dog up here.
It's at the dog bar. You
get a
can
dog
find the
up
dog
your
bar level B1, M34, level B1, M7, level 4, Q21, level 4.
Yeah.
It goes on, right? I'll give you a little synopsis of the dog bar. Grab yourself a hot dog with an international flavour to it while you're at the game. Dog bar dishes up amazing hot dogs with an array of toppings that can be found in many locations around the MCG. Here's what you're in for at the dog bar.
Okay.
I'll leave the best till last.
Yeah.
You can get an Aussie dog.
Of course.
Premium sausage, caramelised onion, tasty cheese, barbecue sauce,
Beautiful.
fresh baked milk bun roll.
Oh, I love milk bun.
What's
yeah.
a milk
milk
bun
bun's like
roll?
a
So
really soft.
Oh, delicious.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Love a milk bun.
Currywurst. A bratwurst.
Oh,
There's
love the
applause for
sound
the
of this.
Indian on the back.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's Indian.
Yeah, he is.
The curryverse.
Bratwurst sausage with curry ketchup, caramelised onion, tasty cheese, barbecue sauce,
That sounds delicious.
That sounds fucking good.
fresh baked milk bun roll.
Delicious.
The chili dog. Premium
Yeah.
Frankfurt sausage.
Here we go, I'm a chili dog
Oh, so
guy.
that's a Frankfurt sausage. Chili con carne.
Oh, hello.
American cheese sauce,
Yep.
fresh baked milk bun roll.
Yep.
I reckon that sounds the best.
That
so
does
far.
sound pretty good.
You can get a family dog pack, a junior dog, plus a big dog, plus a chili dog. Right, but what we started this journey for was
The
the
G-Dog.
G-Dog.
Yep.
Right, the G-Dog. Right.
That is the one. I'm serious. The bun's this big.
Oh, let me tell you what's in it.
G-Dog's fucking
Premium Frankfurt
foot
sausage,
and a half.
Premium.
tomato sauce,
Yeah, that's it.
and a fresh baked roll. It's a sausage sauce and fucking roll.
That's the
They've
G-Dog.
described it. It's sausage sauce and a roll. That's what you get.
They've called it the G-Dog. If you put the camera on me, that's the bun. This is the bun. If that's the size of the bun, that's the G-Dog in the middle. The bottom, fucking each end has got 8 inches with a mind of its own just flopping about there. Fucking hell.
Seen a few D-Dogs over the years, actually. Right, that's very good. Let's get back to a little bit more footballs, boys.
Yes.
Justin Longmuir was on the show during the week. If you haven't listened to that episode,
Listen
Daniel,
to it.
listen to it. Freo fans, football fans, AFL head coaches don't come on podcasts very often.
don't.
And we had the man of the moment because he's just signed a 1-year extension. As a West Coast fan, Dan,
Yes.
how do you feel about the coach of the enemy signing for 1 year?
Well, look, these days it feels like AFL contracts aren't really worth anything. So
correct,
you
yeah.
sign him on for a year, and if they go 9, if they're 1-9,
He's out the door.
they can just get rid of him. Who cares? Like, so what? Just rip up his contract. So it just doesn't feel like anything. It's not long term. It's 1 year. It's, I don't know. It's a bit of a nothing burger.
There's a bit of a G-Dog. Now,
Bit of a nothing dog.
he's got
He's just got the
It's
hot
not a
milk
curry,
bun.
currywurst.
So he's got the empty bung at the moment.
Yeah, he's just got the hot milk bun.
Look, there's been a lot of people are hating. People are going nuts. Why is he get? Like, it's a marketing stunt. It's a this and that. We did actually ask Justin Longmuir during the interview about the pressure that he was going to be facing with the contract. Didn't know he was going to have an extension. Let's have a little listen to what he had to say.
With my contract situation now, whether the security would help and this and that. But even the most secure senior coaches, if they lost 2 or 3 in a row, they wouldn't be sitting back sipping Chardonnay. Like they'd be at work worrying about where the next win's going to come from. Doesn't matter how many wins you have in a row. Doesn't matter how many losses you have in a row. There's always something that can be done better, or just learn to accept that nothing's going to be perfect and there's always going to be challenges. But as a coach, you're always feeling the pressure of the performance on the weekend. So
there you go, Justin Longmuir.
JL, there you go.
He must have known there was things in the...
Mate, he had the contract signed, sealed, and
Oh,
delivered.
yeah.
That's why he came on the podcast.
Yeah, it's funny because after that episode dropped, I was talking with some of the guys from Fremantle Dockers who helped share some of that content, which was really appreciate that.
Bloody oath.
Yeah, that was really good of us.
Just don't just gloss over that.
No,
like,
shout
that's
out to
elite
the
stuff.
Fremantle media team. Really appreciate it. I couldn't get through to one of them all day. I was texting him, "Hey mate, hey, give me a call." Wouldn't answer my calls. I was like, "What the heck's going on?" Then the news drops, and then he's like, "Mate, I was busy."
Sorry, that
Things going on.
Busy, bro. Shove your podcast up your
Yeah,
ass.
exactly.
Get
Shove
your
the-
G-Dog and shove it up your ass, mate.
Shout out to Fremantle.
Put it in the freezer first. It helps. Yeah, it's that was big, but absolutely, he knew about it. No question, he knew about it. You're coming on here
Correct.
with a day before you've signed the contract. Oh, I'm not sure about it, lads.
Correct.
Of course
So
you fucking knew, JL.
the thing, I've heard a few things. So apparently it's got clauses in it that'll extend 2, 3, 4 years if they actually go well.
Yep.
I think it's a bloody good move by Freo. He was going to roll through this year if he didn't have a contract. There's going to be that much speculation.
Yeah.
Every win, every loss.
Yep.
Where's his new contract? Or if they lose, get rid of
Sack
him.
him.
It gets his year. They've got clauses to extend it if they go well. I think from the Freo Dockers pure, just from a club point of view, it's a win-win for them. They get their coach. They can flick him if they're no good.
Yep.
And they can extend him if they are good. It's the best case scenario for
It's a
all
win-win.
involved. Maybe
Yeah.
not for JL.
Probably not for JL.
Lot of-
Yeah. I mean,
We
it's,
just
there's
hope
just
Freo-
enough. There's enough speculation with coaches in WA anyway. I think.
Yes.
12-9 in the footy. Collingwood have gone up. Who's kicked the goals?
Bobby
Oh,
Hill
boy.
booted one just
Bobby
there.
Hill, and our boy Nick Dacos has started like a house on fire. He's my vice captain in my dream team, and I'm very excited by that. He's had 5 disposals, and it is about 7 minutes into the game, so he's absolutely sizzling.
the best player in the comp.
Something we didn't chuck in the run sheet here, and we're not going to have the photo for it, so that's my fault. It's all of our faults. The AFL have this week released bobbleheads, right? You can see some behind Hamish. If we just go over to Hamish.
Yep. There's a few.
Got cricket ones behind Hamish. You got the Hamish Brayshaw bobblehead, actually.
that way. That's me.
The Mitch Marsh.
It's actually Andrew, but some kind
got the
person
Alana
at the
King.
live show made me into it.
Yeah, it's the Hamish. They've released Collingwood ones from the
Yep.
Premiership. Good on you. Deserved.
Don't.
They've got the Darcy Moore. They've got the Jordan Ngoe.
Don't you tell me
They've got the Jeremy Howe.
they haven't, have
Mate,
they?
they've got every player from that Premiership winning team. They have put Josh and Nick Dacos in the same fucking box.
No.
They have released the Dacos boys as a one bobblehead.
Have they connected the
As
the
in,
base?
like on the same base,
They're
Siamese
fun-
bobbles.
They've got their arms around each other.
Oh, that
we
is
almost need to track. I don't know
fucking
why we don't
hell.
have this on here. It's
That
a
is
fucking
filthy.
disgrace. It is a
They would
disgrace.
be annoyed about that, wouldn't
What-
they? Surely.
I don't think they are,
No,
mate.
mate,
I
they're
think we've
selling 'em.
established for a long time here. We started calling this out at least 12 months ago.
It's.
They just don't do anything by themselves.
Why? What is happening?
They're just best mates.
Do you think they just make more money
Yes,
doing it that
yes.
way than
God,
individual?
Well,
Surely.
Josh does because
Yeah.
like,
Josh has just signed a fucking
100%.
whomping
Do you reckon?
Godfather deal.
Yes.
well, that's what I mean. See, this would make sense if Josh was no good, but Josh is their
Josh
best
is the
player.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the best
their
and fairest
best
winner,
player.
all Australian. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, mate. If we're talking about best things, I think the new AFL graphics team is going very well at the moment. I think they're having a great one. Do you remember last week we had a look at the jet
jet
skis?
skis.
Well, after last night's win, Carlton go again, right?
Good win.
Carlton
Yeah.
beat Richmond in a cliffhanger.
thriller.
Yeah.
In a cliffhanger. Look, I don't know who's involved down there, and all due respect, hard job. All right, we've got a crew here doing it as well. It's difficult at
Yeah,
times.
it is.
New content, new eyes. But I would love to get inside the AFL graphic department meeting room. Maybe last night, maybe they had a couple, maybe they had a Richmond one and a Carlton one planned.
Yep.
Because after Carlton have won, this is the picture that they have released. that I just I don't know what is going on here.
It's Adam
It's
Chera.
Adam Chera on an
DJ
imaginary
deck.
set
Nick,
of
what,
DJ
what
decks.
was the caption that they wrote?
It
with
was Carlton win again.
right. So
Right.
it's apparently a
Fred
throw
Fred
out to
again.
Fred again.
Yeah.
Are you aware of Fred again? Like, is that a thing?
I am aware of Fred again, but like, what does Adam Chera have to do with
Yeah,
it?
it's
Adam
Oh,
Chera is
true.
playing a DJ set in the middle of space by the look of it, and this
Yeah.
is purely AI generated. So, on the back of this, Nicholas, what have you got to say for yourself?
so. Yeah, we discussed this today. Is this AI? Could we possibly do better? So I thought I'd punch in some AI prompts about you three boys and see if I can get some better graphics.
Yep.
Than this.
While you're pulling those up, shout out TABtouch, beautiful microphone cover in front of Nicholas
Yeah.
just there, and
Yep.
shout out to my Kuta Bali jumpers behind Nick's head. If we just have a little look at Nicholas, I mean, have a look at the array of Indigenous jumpers there. They look expensive, I can tell you right now,
Yeah.
exclusively.
Yep, they
they
were.
are not. Now, Nick,
Yeah.
so you've got some better options for the
Look,
Chera?
this was a lot of fun. So I punched in a few prompts, and the first one was Dan. I thought I'd do a Dan graphic. So it's Dan Const with short hair and a light beard playing fistball with giant calves.
Holy shit.
The big Chad.
That is good.
That is fucking
That's
awesome.
like a
That
G-dog hanging off his car.
That also looks like Jimmy from Whippersnapper. Shout out, Jimmy. Very handsome man there with your hair and your beard.
That's
is a
actually
very
pretty good. I
That's
mean, it knows
really
what
good.
fistball is. That's
Knows what
incredible.
fistball is. It does look a little bit like a volleyball.
So
but
is that
that's
meant to
okay.
be
Look-
Dan Const or Adam Chera?
No, it's Dan Const.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to do
That's
a few
pretty
changes.
pretty
Like,
accurate.
Beautiful Dan
Pretty
Const.
accurate.
yeah.
Yeah, very
The
accurate.
first one, I was
Fucking
like,
amazing.
he was massive, and I was like, make him a little bit smaller.
Yeah,
like,
great. No, that's
just-
fine.
I'd send that to Beck. See if
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks good, eh?
I
Really.
went out for a photo shoot
What's it
today.
called when you
So take
when
Dan
you're like-
Const fistballing with a Tasmanian salmon with arms and legs.
So, what's it called when you're like something up? When you're like
Level up.
Glow up.
Glow up. You've had a
That's
glow up.
Dan
Yeah,
Const
it's
glowed
my glow
up.
up.
Can we get the brightness turned up on the footy down here so I can have a little look at it, please, fellas?
It's 12
What's
to
the
11.
score? What's the
It's
score?
1 goal, 5, 11 for Sydney. Plays 2 goals, 0,
Wasteful.
12 to Collingwood Magpies.
Okay, so that's Dan
That's really
Const
nice,
playing
Dan.
for-
Yeah.
Okay, love that. Thank you. Please
Yeah,
send
really
that to
good.
me.
No worries. Next one is I typed in West Coast Eagles player Will Schofield having fun at a Pink concert. So,
That is good. So.
there he is.
My
That
number
is really
83.
Wait, weren't you 83?
No,
return?
83 for the waffle?
Or
no,
no,
81.
81.
81.
Look
There
at,
you go.
holy
Look at you
shit,
there.
I look fucking
Wow.
amazing.
That's a glow up.
So originally I did 83, so I said, give us 31. Pump
You
it.
look a bit like
Pump it up,
sort of
so-
Paul Chapman there a little bit.
Mate, I look way better than Paul Chapman.
That's
I look,
good.
Can we go back? So who's the... why,
Look at the person. Look at that girl's eyes to the right of
Why
you.
has the
Yeah.
crowd got their back turned to pink?
Yeah, the crowd are cheering Scully.
I think
Yeah, Scully.
If you're just listening along to this, do
Yeah.
yourself a favour and jump on
That is
YouTube
so
just to look at
good.
that. It's just bloody brilliant.
Oh boy.
so.
very
This one was the best.
That
I
is so
I
good.
I couldn't get enough of this. But
That is great.
East Perth Royals player Hamish Brayshaw fighting with Vinod Kumar Chaudhry with his name written on his shirt, surrounded by keyboards. So context for
Thank you.
anyone that's missed
Yes.
it.
Context is
Hamish
necessary.
broke a record, fastest time to type your alphabet with your nose. He beat a man in India called Vinod Kumar Chaudhry, and I thought this is him
is
breaking the
so
news to
good.
him.
Yeah.
That's elite.
Look at all the guys.
Oh, this is incredible. Jeez.
That is great.
What are those keyboards? Why are they not real?
It's the fight to the death, mate.
Yeah, I know, but like, look at the weird little keyboards. that is
so-
fucking.
If you go back, it's funny because the first one, if you go back one, is like very North Melbourne, which is
Yeah,
your,
which
which
was
is
your
your,
old
your
They,
team.
they couldn't pick up. I was like black and
black and
That's
blue.
okay.
That
But then
looks-
they went North Melbourne. I said that works.
Yeah, that's
you're a
really good.
North
I
fan as a
love
kid,
these.
so-
I love the spectators. So you've got my team on the left,
Yeah.
Vinod's team on the right, and then the guys up the middle are just cheering it on.
Just cheer for a good time.
Before you do your last one, Nick, you got one more to go.
No, that's it. That's
Okay.
it.
So
I'll post there's about 20 of them. That's the
Great.
final product, but I'll post them all on
Yeah, that is so
Instagram because
funny.
That's
there's
really
some
good.
classics on there.
Look,
Great.
I just
That's
got a
elite.
footy alert here for us, fellas. 13-11, Collingwood beating Sydney. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. We've got a Pelican alert, please.
Yo.
Oh,
We've got a Pelican
Ooh,
alert.
love that.
Pelican's going off his head. The Pelican leads all comers on the field
Whoa.
for possessions. He's had 5 disposals, 5 kicks, 4 marks, 27 Dream Team points.
Jeepers.
The Pelican's
Wow.
going bananas
The
out
Pelican.
there. The Pelicans, because remember, if you do remember correctly, I believe the Pelican is our new Sydney guy. Or do
Yes.
we go with Dan Rampy? I'm sure we went
No,
with
no,
the
I
No,
think
we
we're
went with the
talking
Pelican.
about-
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was the
the
Pelican. So
Yeah.
the Pelican is sizzling. He is on fire.
We gave Joel Hamling 3 rounds to play.
Right.
Yes.
Well, the Pelican
He's
in
a
his
stand-in.
place.
He's a stand-in.
Well, the
Very
Pelican's
good.
going very, very
This
nice.
could go to the Pelican here.
This
Is that the Pelican running it?
That's Nick Dake. Oh, that's Ash Johnson. That is
Tom McCartan.
Tom McCartan. That was a good play by Collingwood.
Well
Now, boys, you know how much of a big fan. You know.
Oh, there's the Nick
Oh,
and
we
Josh
found the
Dacos
Nick and
bubble.
Josh. So
That's disgraceful.
is that an absolute disgrace?
so
Nick and
shit.
Josh Dacos.
Is
with-
Why is
Nick
Nick
wearing
cross-eyed?
runners? Nick's wearing runners.
Yeah, he's
Why
Why
are
is
they-
it wearing Air Maxes?
Why are they holding
Air
like,
Maxes.
I just don't
Yeah,
understand
it's
it.
just shit.
You watch they'll sell out.
Can we please get one? Can we get one? Can we put that on the list? I want
Nick's
one.
wearing Air Maxes.
I want to get one,
Yeah,
and I want to join it in. Okay, very good. I think we should fill your table over there, Nick, with
Bobbleheads.
stupid
Great-
shit
great
like that.
call.
The
Yeah.
worst shit we can
Yes.
find.
Is
Right?
there a
Right.
Lewis Melican bobblehead that we can purchase?
That's
that would
not
be
the
that would
worst.
be the
That'd be the
best shit.
best
Jordan DeGoey just kicks a goal to take Collingwood a goal in front, 19-11. Now, you know we're very, very big fans of retro things here.
Love it.
Yes.
You know, a bit of throwback. What's that top?
Doug Judy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Incredible.
The Pontiac
I
Bandit.
feel like it's a bit of a throwback. The Ochre. Right. The
Can I,
Ochre jumper.
can I be
Ochre
excused
jumper.
for a second?
Yeah, do you want
Can I
me to
go?
grab it?
Oh, yeah, actually, no.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go beat one out.
You can probably get Nick to go and get it. The Ochre jumper, right? West Coast Eagles have put out a social media video this week, teasing its fans. Were you teased?
I was very teased,
Tempted?
super tempted.
Aroused?
A little bit of a semi
A
or
little bit, just a little
bit
bit.
of a Bacchus?
Closer to Bacchus Marsh than Ballarat.
They've
Yes,
put out a little teaser about a retro heritage jumper coming out this year, and it's not the Ochre.
That's a shame.
I thought maybe we could run a little campaign here at
Yes.
BackChat to bring back the Ochre. If you chuck it on
right.
Nick right now, you can just chuck it on Nick. Or you can give it to us. Come on.
Could I wear it?
You can put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll wear it.
They've gone with what looks like the West Coast 87, 88 to 94 type areas. Like
It's a good
the-
one. It
It's
is
a
still
good one. It's a
the
good one. It's
full
not the
yellow.
Ochre. Yeah.
With the blue wings. It's bring back the wings.
Yep.
I say bring back the Ochre.
I like the Ochre
Does
a lot.
anyone want to come with me?
I
Yes.
will.
Wow.
Look at that.
Holy
Yeah, that's really
shit.
nice. I mean, look, I have said some things about the West Coast Eagles media department and their inability to come up with anything new and be fun or relevant or any good at all. The tease was nice. I like the tease. Would have loved it to have teased the Ochre. It would have brought some things back for me.
I think we can bring it back.
Oh,
I think
so
we don't
shiny.
need West Coast to bring this back. I
No.
think we can
No.
bring it back. And in fact, if you want to stay tuned towards the back end of this podcast,
Ooh.
We might be bringing it back.
I'm just saying you just should stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And maybe just keep the Ochre in mind. I don't know.
Keep the Ochre in mind. Speaking of, just quickly,
Yeah,
AFL social media, did you see what North Melbourne did today?
Incredible.
Yeah, very good.
So we had it on the run sheet to play, but we thought we'd just
We
leave it.
won't
Can you
play it.
explain it?
So, like, it's sort of a piss take about college football and NFL and,
It's
like,
the NFL Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football. It's like all the players get up there, Dan Smith, BYU, what school they go to, who they are.
Will Schofield, Grovedale
Yeah.
West Primary.
David
Go
Brayshaw,
Grovedale West.
VCU, go Rams.
Yeah, Hamish Brayshaw, Haileybury College, go Bloods. Anyway, like, I talk shit about West Coast media department as being the worst team in the comp and, like, they just never have any fun with anything with their media. North Melbourne's the second worst team in the comp, and they're putting this stuff out. Like, it's funny. It like engages the fans. It's good shit.
It is
like, it
very
made me look. I was just laughing. I was like, that's funny. Do that. It's not that hard, but fucking great gas by the
Who's going to be the
North Melbourne
first team to copy them? Someone has to do it now, surely.
I
It
don't
always
think
happens.
anyone will like. Oh, I think GWS will do it, but do it a bit differently, just for a laugh, because they're
Yes.
very, very good.
Yeah.
Won't
Da-
be the exact same.
Does social media... I don't want to bag anyone, but I do have this sitting here for me. I was going to mention it, so probably the appropriate time.
Just mention it.
West Coast team selections come out.
Oh my god, this
And
is,
we're-
I know exactly.
We're not going to... Well, I don't know if you do, but they've put it out, article on the website, and most of them are...
Yep.
Most of them are, here's the Essendon team, and
Yep.
this is our team that's going to win on the weekend, because we're playing for the 4 points.
Yep.
Yep.
This is the title.
Oh, no.
Team selection. Eye on the short and the long term.
Oh, my God, Father.
Oh, boy.
That's really something.
The West Coast Eagles will have an eye on the 4 precious premiership points on offer at Adelaide Oval on Sunday. But They will also continue their strategic build.
Oh, why would you say that?
Wow.
That's outrageous.
Hey guys, just
So if we do lose,
excuses for being shit.
That's outrageous.
how does that make you feel, Dan fan?
Oh, that's so disheartening.
That's really bad. It's like, hey guys, I'm going to give it my best, but here's the towel. Throw it in for me whenever I'm ready.
Gee.
I'm gonna go fight a prime time Muhammad Ali, and here's the towel. I'm gonna give it everything.
I thought that you were going to mention
But-
the 2-word caption of "he's in" and a picture of Harley Reid.
No.
Even like
Yeah.
No, it's we're gonna try.
you've
and
got
win,
Michael
but probably-
Jordan and LeBron James wrapped up into one, and he's about to debut for the first time, and you went with "he's in."
He's in.
We're gonna try to win, but probably won't.
Probably
Just
won't.
just remember why they were bad.
Strategic build.
I thought you were
Oh
going to
my
go with
gosh.
the way that they roll out the new players getting picked. Like, what's number 284 mean? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
We've been rolling that.
we've been rolling that forever. Just like, it's good and it's great as if you're the player, but like, you come on
So is that how they do it every single time?
every time.
Because I saw they do it with Brockman and he said, "What's 283 mean?"
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
blah, blah.
Woo, I'm playing.
And then he goes, "Harley, what's 284 mean?" Like, well, we know
But-
what you're doing now. We know the bit.
Actually, Marley goes, no fuck. What are you talking about?
Oh, Nick, what you got for us?
We've got some feedback on the jumper push.
Great.
Gary Green. He says,
Gaz.
"I'd rather stub my toe every day for the rest of my life than see that jumper again."
Oh,
Gaz is
my
obviously a Freo fan.
No,
Wow.
no taste, Gary. No taste. Look how
He also
good this. Look how good this looks.
He says, "Worst jumper ever," and we played like shit wearing it. And the Gambler 514
Gary's not happy.
says, "Sorry boys, it sucks." So
Right.
good start to the push.
So, well, okay, so the push is going well. Can I just put forward my case?
Everyone's a bit.
Can I put forward my case? Things can be so
Why are you
bad.
taking it
yeah,
off?
I agree.
Why are you taking it off?
It's so hot. I'm
Oh,
sweating.
So, okay, so
let it-
put it in the middle. Things can be so bad that they're good.
Couldn't agree
Yes. I
Right?
agree.
more. Yeah.
So you got to understand that with this.
Yes.
It's a piss take at how bad it was and how bad West Coast were when they were wearing it.
Yeah,
That's why we're going to bring
what
it
I like
back.
to call it. This
'Cause we're
happens.
of our strategic
This happens in
vision
a few
for the future.
Yeah, this happens for a few things in my life.
Here we go.
It's the absolute value scale.
Okay.
So a mathematical term of the absolute value
Okay.
means whatever the number is, good, bad, or indifferent. If it's a negative number and you have these there, I don't know what, can't remember what they're called on them.
Parabolas?
Something like that. If you have these two straight lines next to it, it's the absolute value, so it just goes to here. So negative, positive, it's just here. So if it's negative 100 versus 10, absolute value, negative 100 is better. So that's
this
what
is
I
the-
like to think.
This is the this is what you like to think.
This is the Brayshaw way of looking at things. Something can be just like so incredibly bad that it's just awesome.
Great.
Like, have you seen the movie The Room?
Oh, so good. Tony
Like-
Wiseau.
Yeah, the worst movie of all time ever.
Yep.
But like, it's just so shit that it's fucking
It
awesome.
Is that the guy
sells
that's
out.
like trying to make the movie? And
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Sells
Yeah,
out at
so
Luna
shit.
Cinemas
Like
in a
every-
second.
Yeah, so it's
Every
the worst
time.
thing ever, but it's the best thing. So the absolute value scale, this jumper on the absolute value scale is a 10 out of 10.
I did not hit her. I did not. It's bullshit. Oh, hi, Mark.
We put that to you, Gary Green, on YouTube.
Yeah,
Like
Gary,
the-
take that.
No, we
take
like the
that,
feedback,
Gary.
though.
Yeah, no, we
we
love
bloody
the
love
feedback.
it.
Thanks
Love
for the
fact that
comment.
you're watching. You're the best. Come back. You're the best, Gary.
Come back,
He
sir.
reckons he'd rather stub his toe. Turns out Gary's an amputee. Doesn't even have a leg.
Free
Can't
G
stub
dogs
his
to
toe.
everybody.
Had gangrene. You never know.
Oh, Gary.
Why don't we have a little look at the games coming up as we see Sydney close the gap a little bit, 19-18. They got the footy with about a minute to go in the first quarter as they do their very best to turn it
Get
over
it
coming out
out.
of their backliners. Nick Dacos
Oh,
gets the
another
ball. Oh
touch.
boy, this is going to end poorly. That's
That
an amazing
is-
kick.
oh,
Oh,
boy.
my golly gosh, Ash
Johnson. That's
Oh,
high.
that's high.
Free
That's
kick.
high.
That's he ducked. That's the Pelican. That's the Pelican.
No free? No
That's
free?
the Pelican.
Great.
Was that no free for the Pelican?
Isn't holding the ball. The Pelican is sizzling. Jeez, that's good tackling by the Pelican.
He's ducked
Oh, he
into
ducked
it.
He's
right
ducked
in.
into
The
it. That's
Pelican's
holding
hit him
the ball.
shoulder
It has
high.
to be
That's
holding
great.
the ball.
Yeah, wow.
Gee, that was good. I love the Pelican boys, I've got
Yeah.
to be honest.
So do I. Anyway,
Can
continue.
we have a little look at West Coast Port Adelaide?
Yeah, we
As
may as well.
ahead of selecting a team that hopefully will
Hopefully can
contest
do
for
well,
the 4
yeah.
points, but if we
think of
don't,
the future.
look for the future, the long-term
Oh,
fight.
boy.
How do you think they're going to go on the weekend, Dan?
Well, for me, this season was all about just trying to be competitive. I don't expect a lot of wins. I'm thinking for the future. You know, of course, we want the precious 4 points. I just don't want to lose by more than. I just don't want to lose by 100 points anymore. As a
Yeah.
fan, I don't want that. I'm terrified that Port Adelaide are about to do that because they're very good and they could quite possibly do it. They're playing in Adelaide.
You're
but-
speaking about things you want. What do you think's going to happen?
I think they're going to lose by 50. Right, and that as long as they're competitive for a bit,
I don't
That's
think
fine.
you're too far. I don't think you're too far off the mark.
Yeah, neither do
I
I.
could see West Coast being competitive in this game. I think everyone thinks Port Adelaide at home going to wipe them. West Coast play pretty well in Adelaide. They lost by 50 points in round 6 last year. I think Ruben Jimby got injured.
Yep.
Yes.
50 points would be good.
Yeah.
I don't think by 70 to Adelaide, and Port Adelaide are better. I think they lose by, 10 goals is their pass mark.
Okay.
And I just don't, it's going to be an interesting one because I don't think they're going to get the pass mark. But, like, I just see Port Adelaide being maybe a 2 to 3 goal, a quarter better side, which means, like, anywhere from 8 to sort of 12 goals.
There's some very, very exciting things happening. Quarter time 19 to 18 in the footy, Collingwood, Sydney.
Grundy looks great in that Guernsey.
Yeah.
Harley Reid debuts.
Yes.
Congratulations, Harley.
Shock, spoiler, he's in.
Tyler Brockman plays his first game for West Coast.
Yes.
Congratulations,
Congrats.
Tyler.
Yeah, well done, Tyler.
Excited to see what he can do.
The biggest thing, the boy.
Oh, boy.
Is back from concussion, ladies
Let's
and gentlemen.
go.
And he's back.
I take that back. West Coast win. Changing my tip.
Ruben is back. I don't know how they match up. What do I think's going to happen, Dan? You ask?
What's going to happen, Scully?
I think they lose by 31 points. I think they're quite competitive in this game.
There was someone I was talking to about the game, the Port Adelaide West Coast game, who was playing in it, and they said, we thought we were pretty good. There's just one quarter that got away from us, and, the rest of them were pretty competitive.
In the Adelaide game?
In the Adelaide game.
West Coast
So
Adelaide.
I think that'll be the same with Port. They'll be good for
One
maybe
quarter got away from them. They
a
lost
quarter
by
or
79
two, and then
points
in
or
the
something.
third quarter they'll get pants.
So they lost by 80 points because of one quarter.
Yeah,
It's a
apparently.
bad quarter.
Dockers v Brisbane Optus Stadium. I'll be working this one. My debut as a special
Wow.
comments for Fox Footy.
Is that why you got the
Wow.
haircut?
A bit, yeah, it is.
I'll be there
Absolutely.
working too. I'll be on the boundary doing it for Triple M.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm up in the
Competitive.
Yeah, you're up in the box.
I'm
I get
up.
the ground. I just get the nice
I
ground
got the
view.
party pies.
Yeah, I get the party pies at halftime. They're
You
really
got
nice.
the
Love them.
you got to
I'll see you
race.
there.
You got to race earlier for that because sometimes they send the media interns out to go get a huge plate
There's always
before
party pies.
half time's up.
I've never
who?
not had party
For all the commentary teams.
Talking
When,
about.
when I was working at the ABC, I was up there as an intern,
Yeah, because they put ABC down the other end.
and they go about 2 minutes before halftime. We need you to race to the very end, get
And
as
get
many pies
party
and sausages
pies
as you can, and bring it back to
Never
us.
not had a party pie.
With you getting a haircut for the game,
Looking really
was
good,
that
by the way.
Thank you.
I mean, West Coast don't play many Friday night games, but do you remember Friday night footy, the boys getting nice and dolled up for it?
Yes.
That a big thing?
Yeah, and serial offenders. Brad Shepherd, big.
Yep.
Clean cut.
There's a couple, Brad Shepherd. A couple of guys that you wouldn't think about, maybe, wouldn't spring to mind, but Andrew Gaff
Yeah, Gaffy.
always used to have a nice little trim.
Lewis Jetta
Like
used to
day
always
of
get
cut?
like lines cut into
Yeah,
those
the racing
those
stripes
the
tucked
racing
in.
stripes.
He
Yep.
can do every once.
Forward line blokes, like Josh Kennedy, not a big carer about that sort of stuff, but like forwards generally.
Yep.
But if I think about forwards, Leckard, not really a big fuss about it.
Cripper
Jamie
didn't
Cripps,
care.
not really. All country boys.
Yeah.
Liam Ryan with Rioli,
Yep.
loved it.
Loved it. Yep.
Absolutely loved it.
Great.
It's just a lot more prominent in the waffle because you have one TV game a week, and so you know your TV game a few weeks out. So the boys will roll in,
Really?
and we'll typically roll in on the Thursday because you got to give it a few days to
Yes.
sort of get better,
Yeah.
sort of set yourself in.
Yeah, you got to have a bit of growth.
Yeah, you got to have 2 days to sort of let it set. So if you see boys rolling into Thursday night training, there'll be, you'll have half the list with a haircut
Great.
leading
That's
into a
great.
TV game.
Are you playing this weekend?
Yeah, playing down in Peel tomorrow.
Hey.
Yep, Crabfest. I'll be down there.
Absolutely, it's Crabfest down
Crabfest.
there.
It's Crabfest down there. Watch the traffic.
Down at Rushton Park. Unbelievable. Dockers v Brisbane. I think Fremantle can win this game.
I've tipped them.
Did ya?
Of course
Yep,
you
I've
have.
tipped
wait.
them. No, I literally think I genuinely have tipped them. I think they can win. It's. I think Brisbane looked untouchable in the first half last week, but looked
Awful.
awful in the second half.
They
Dismal even. And I think they're gettable.
I think the reason they are, one, Lockie Neal's out.
Yep, that hurts them.
Big
Brownlow
out.
medalist, 2-time.
He often ducks Freo games.
Does he?
He's
Yeah.
scared of them.
He doesn't play Freo very often.
I think Brisbane, after losing the grand final, having been in a squad that's done that,
Yep.
the pressure comes on internally, and they're like, "We're going to get better. We're going to work harder. We're going to go to the nth degree. We're going to all this sort of stuff, right?" And you get to the start of the year, and you think like, "We're going to be way better."
Yeah, we're due.
They lost,
You lose round 0 at home. You don't lose at home.
After being up big.
correct? And so you start to think, "Shit, all that
Maybe
stuff
we're
we
not
just
so good."
Did." So then they've got to go and get in a 6-hour flight to Perth
Yep.
without your best player.
Yep.
And Kitty Coleman gets injured, which we
Yep.
hate.
We hate that. He's a good player.
I think Freo, after a dismal display against Port Adelaide, have been getting cooked for 3 weeks, but want to rebound big time. I say Freo jump them, and it's on.
I like the idea of it.
Freo are a terrible starting team, though.
They are.
They've won 6 first quarters in the last 28 weeks.
No
There's
Sean
a bit of
Darcy.
research for you.
No Sean Darcy's big out. Brisbane in the away game, the one away game that I picked, that I tipped because I'm allowed that one away
you are
team.
allowed
So
that.
I picked Brisbane. I saved them. I was thinking about West Coast being at Port Adelaide. I thought that's stupid.
That would have been.
Would've been the stupidest thing ever.
But yeah, not Lockie Neal being out. But I reckon Brisbane get it done. I reckon they'll come up and be very pissed off about last week. I think they get it done.
Okay, so off the back of West Coast and Fremantle, I'm not picking Freo. I just want to put that out there.
I am.
'Cause they're not favourites. I've picked
Oh,
Brisbane.
yeah, of course.
Good.
Yep.
Who was
I've
your
picked
roughie this
Fremantle,
week?
yeah.
Do you remember?
I haven't done it yet because I've been a little underprepared, but I can adjust that as we go.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do
Don't
I
need
know
to
who
ahead of
that's
time.
going to be? No, I don't. It's not going to be West Coast. I can tell you that right now. But on West Coast and Fremantle, big supporters of the podcast in 2024. TABtouch, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have the TABtouch app, go and get yourself the TABtouch app on your phone. Download it. Daniel, have you got the touch?
I got the touch.
I think they've got rid of that one.
Yeah, I think they have.
No,
It's
it's-
Gene
it's,
Simmons just licking the microphone.
They've still got someone doing it. I just
Yeah.
don't think it's Gene.
Well, I think
it's Troy
TABtouch-
on Cameo.
TABtouch have been brilliant so far this year. We're getting around Backman as we do on this podcast.
Oh, yeah, we are.
BackChat Backman of the Year market's coming, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yep,
Just
working
saying.
on it.
Just put it out there publicly, put a bit of pressure on TABtouch. TABtouch are building multis per week on Backman.
Wow.
We're doing spoils again.
That's what you want.
Great.
That's where you live. How did we go last week with the Spoils multi?
Did you? Were you here for
you
that?
weren't here for it. Oh, boy.
Look, we don't like to be critical of Backman, and we never will be.
Never.
Right? And these bets, right? Don't go and put a lot of money on it.
No.
This is to enjoy, have a bit of banter, put $10 on it, do your thing, right?
Yep.
Last week, fuck, I can't believe we didn't tell you about this. We needed 25 from Darcy Moore, Sam Collins, and
Buckley.
our boy Jack Buckley. Sam Collins had 13 spoils.
Boys didn't pick up the slack.
Darcy Moore had 7.
Jack only had like
Jackie
4.
Boy had 3. And one of them was the best spoil you ever seen in your life.
Yeah, one of the great spoils.
Worth 5 was.
Yeah, so it should have been worth 5, but we get that. We lose that by 2 spoils, but that's okay. So we go again. I want to know if we could build a better combo than this. The only way is if we had Jack Buckley.
Well, I like that. I like that a
redefine
lot.
himself.
Whoever's just done that, that's really
Ooh,
good.
The score is up live.
Score
live.
is live on
Wow.
YouTube. Get on and have a look. Julian Rosario, thank you very much, my man.
That's
Listen to
Shaquille
this.
is his
Top
middle
left.
name.
Listen to this.
Okay, I'm listening.
Alex Pearce, Oscar McDonald, Tom Barras, Jeremy McGovern. So both of our backmen from each club,
Yes.
Tom
Yep,
Barras
yep,
and
yep.
Alex Pearce.
And Gov's spoiling a bit now, isn't he?
Correct, because he's getting old.
Getting
Yep,
old.
he's
Right,
marking
he's
them.
figuring
Hands
it
up
out.
what they
Can't
used to
mark
do.
everything,
Yeah,
Gov.
you got to spoil them.
30 spoils.
Wow.
30 plus spoils between those 4 players. They need to
Okay,
average
so-
around 7.
So that should be paying, if I'm just thinking about the caliber of players, that should be paying, if I was TABtouch and putting these markets out, no more than $2, because that's a certainty almost.
That's a very good guess. $7 odds.
wow!
$7. Yep.
Thank you
I
very
mean-
much. Download the TABtouch app today.
Mm-hmm.
You can get yourself done over there. They're also sponsoring the BackChat Backman of the Year. Thanks to TABtouch.
Mm-hmm.
You're bloody brilliant. You got anything else to add, Dan?
Just, the official little thing at the end there. What
Yeah,
have you got?
correct. I just thought you might have something else
No,
out there.
no, that's it.
Well, you win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. Now, our BackChat Backman, our sponsored Backman,
Our men.
right? Our kings.
Yep.
There's some issues, boys.
Oh, I know.
There's
the
some
issue.
real issues.
I know
Let me
the
just
issue.
read out a
Some hard
stat line.
decisions.
Let me just read out a stat line.
Okay.
As Papley kicks a goal at our live store, this gets updated.
Yes,
Yes.
brilliant.
Nicholas, a Sydney fan. Are you going to win this game?
Definitely. Called that all day, all week.
Sydney, 24.
Sydney win by 12 points.
Play Collingwood 19. 2 minutes, 8 seconds gone. This feels like it's illegal and it's great. I absolutely love
That's
that
really,
live feed.
really cool.
Listen to this stat line.
Okay.
3 goals, 23 disposals, 9 marks, 0 tackles. Does
That's
that
a-
Charlie Kerr
That's a
had a
full
pretty big
forward.
game, didn't he?
does
That's a full
that
forward.
does that sound like someone that is?
Yeah, I know what you're going to say, and it was
Deserving of
it
our-
really disappointed me.
It was bloody disappointing to see this man almost win the game for his team
Yep.
in the forward line.
And Noah fucking Bolter.
It's a good bye to
Not
Noah.
only did he kick 3 goals, there was a couple of them, or at least one of them, he was just lingering up forward with no one on him. He got kicked over.
He was
He's
cheating.
literally just sitting in the forward
couple
like
of
a
line.
Jota
true forward.
gooses. So yeah, I was
It's a good-
really disheartened seeing that.
It's a good bye to Noah.
It's a good bye to Noah. I was hoping he would start full forward and just charge straight back.
No, they're going to keep him down there. He's kicking goals.
Yeah.
I would like to double down on that and hand a big congratulations to our new Richmond-sponsored player, which I've made an executive decision on,
I hope it's who I think it is.
Nick Vlaston.
It couldn't have been anyone else after that tackle in the goal square.
And I said
oh,
Vlaston,
boy.
meant Vlaston.
It's okay.
That was fucking awesome.
It was unbelievable. Probably the best defensive effort I've seen in the last 5 years.
Still don't understand why they went to the arc to make that decision.
It was just, that's Dower. You don't give up on the goal line.
Absolutely.
Dower defenders don't give up. Nick Vlaston is now, as much as a flashy player he is, he has got that dog in him.
Little shout out to Mitch McGovern. Since he's been sponsored by us here at BackChat,
Boy,
he's
he's
going to
just
new
turned
levels. That's the best game he's played at AFL
I heard
level.
people in the off-season, no, he's washed, he's done. No, he's back. Better than ever.
I did
He's sponsored.
say that we had issues, and they continue, fellas. North Melbourne is creating issues.
Okay.
Big issues. Griffin Logue, we love him.
Love
Yeah.
him to
Coming
death.
back from ACL, he's undefined at the moment.
It's meant to be a back, all-Australian backman.
We don't know, but his return is undefined. We don't know.
so
where
we
he
don't
is.
know
no
when we're
clue.
getting it.
No clue.
So we went with Luke McDonald.
We did go with Elmac.
Former captain or current? No, former captain.
Former
Jai Simpkins.
Jai
is the
Simpkins,
captain.
current
Yep.
captain, yeah.
He's
Are they
out.
co-captains?
Hamstring tendon injury.
Yeah, disappointing. He's had
Right,
the-
so
yeah,
he's
right
not
with
looking good. Nick Larkey named captain instead because Jai Simpkins still missing in
of
action.
course.
So Nick Larkey, good player.
Good
Not-
player.
Not,
Full
a backman.
forward, yep,
Not a
our-
backman.
Not our guy.
Can we have some options, please, at North Melbourne, Nick?
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Good luck.
Oh my
this
goodness.
is.
So
I don't want to like kick a team while they're down, but this could potentially be the worst back line of all time.
you said it. You've said that.
No, no.
Yeah, I don't want to kick a team while they're down, but these guys are shit.
could
out.
No. Well,
Okay.
just like okay. Well, so these are options. This is from
Yeah.
back pocket.
So this is the
This,
starting
this
six.
is the line. This is starting
This
six.
weekend.
So there's not many AFL players I don't know the name of.
There's a few in
This
there.
is
One
this
of them
is
is-
from this is
yeah.
from the weekend right now.
This is the selected team.
Okay.
Back pocket Callan Dawson.
Should be Callum. Put an M on it, not an M.
Callan with a K.
How did
Callan Dawson.
Do you know Callan?
Nope, never heard of him. Never. Wouldn't know.
How did Callan get there?
He was number 2 in the preseason draft in 2022. So
Welcome,
a
Callan.
journey for Callan.
All right, so that's a maybe at the moment.
Yeah,
Good to have you there, Callan.
Aiden Core, fullback.
Yeah, Corey's a good man.
Oh, a good
Corey,
man.
good
Corey's
man.
a good man and
He's
a
a good
Dower. He's a
player.
Dower
And-
type.
Look, if my memory serves me correctly, wears a glove at times.
Yeah, Aiden Corey is a Dower operator.
Signed a 5-year contract 2020, so he's
Okay.
he's locked in.
He's
He's,
locked in.
he's
a
cashed
Dower
in on
operator.
that.
Yes.
Get paid.
Josh Gota, aka the goat, in back pocket.
Gautier. Is it Gautier?
No, it's Gota.
Okay, it's Gota.
Okay.
The goat. He does-
Halfback flank. Zach Fisher never tackled or spoiled in his life.
It's not going to be Zach Fisher.
No.
It's not going to be
He's
Zach.
he's a very good man.
It's not gonna
too,
be
but it's not
Goat
gonna be-
either.
Centre half back. Toby Pink.
Pinky.
Oh, Pinky.
Pinky. Pinky's been.
Toby
look,
Pink.
He's Joey's favourite player.
Toby Pink's been on the list.
Joey loves Pink. It's going to have to be Toby Pink, doesn't it? I think it just has to be Toby Pink.
Mate, the bloke's been on the list for 5 years. He's debuting. No,
No, it's not Toby Pink.
he'll
Anyone
be
else?
dropped next week.
Anyone else?
And
Does-
Darcy Tucker's playing the other
no,
flank.
so
So the
Yeah,
point
those
being,
down.
we're picking a player here, but I think the point made correctly is this may be the worst starting back line.
So
I'll tell
just
you-
go through it. Dawson, Core, Gota, Fisher, Pink, Tucker versus Hogan, Green, Daniels.
Can I offer a suggestion for our team here?
That's unbelievable.
Dawson was his name. What was his name? Connor Dawson.
Callan.
Callan Dawson.
You've already
Dawson.
forgotten.
Yeah, never heard of him. Couldn't pick him from a lineup of one. No idea who this kid is. I'd love to just roll the dice on him.
Really?
Callan Dawson.
I'd love to roll the dice on him.
Callum.
I'd like, because North Melbourne, we're not going to be able to set a defender in for a while. We should have a rolling opportunity.
Rolling opportunities at North Melbourne because
I'd like-
this back
'cause,
line's
yeah.
going to have some changes.
I'd like this kid to be the first hit. I'd like him to have first crack at the rolling opportunity.
Look, I like it. I don't know who he is.
Callan,
but I like
neither do I.
You know what? Let's
'Cause
get him on Monday's
Sheasel's
show.
been moved to the midfield.
Sheasel's too good.
North Melbourne will give
McCurch
us
is
Callum
playing
Dawson.
on a half-forward flank.
McCurch is on
Cheese,
half forward
Colby.
flank. Yep. I like.
Callan
let's go
Dawson's
Callan
played
We're
Dawson.
going Callan and we're having him on the show on Monday.
Yeah, great.
All right, done. We're getting Callan Dawson on the show.
Fuck me. And we'll replay this segment because I'm sure he'll be pumped with the rap.
Hang
I'm
on,
gonna tell
him and his team.
unless they lose by 100 and he doesn't touch it. He plays on Toby Green and
He's
Toby
he's
kicks
played
it.
5 games. He played 5 games. He's kicked 1 behind, so he's in the wheelhouse.
Well,
Yeah,
at least he's holding his game.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
no
He missed it
goals.
deliberately.
He missed it on
apparently.
purpose. Good on him.
All right, so that's going on there. So we've sorted that out. Very good. I think it could be. I think it could be time
For the big
announcement.
announcement. Yeah. Really. So excited about this.
So you don't know about this.
No idea.
So we had to pre-record this. We've had a guest on the show.
Fuck.
And he's a big-time player.
Big.
Big man, big-time player, big friend of the family here at
Huge
BackChat.
man.
He's a buy club. He's played for 2 clubs. He's a 2-club player. He's a premiership player.
Okay.
He has some things on this podcast that are infamous. They live
Folklore.
in BackChat infamy. I've had multiple people stop me in the street. I had someone last week stop me in the street and yell quotes out of this bloke's mouth.
Yep.
And our new merch that we're releasing, which I might add, it's not what you think.
No.
You may think it has to do with a football team.
Nah.
You may think that. It has nothing to do with it.
And it's nothing against you for thinking that. It's
Yeah.
not on you.
No,
That's
we're-
fine.
yep.
That's a fine thought.
If you like your footy, maybe you want to wear this to the footy. I don't know. But it's nothing to do with any of the teams that play in the AFL.
If you like beer or drinks that
Right.
sometimes have residue on the glasses.
If you like saving the wood of
you
the
respect
table,
wood.
if you respect wood, you may like this merch, and you may like this man that we're about to chat to now. If you like wood, you're gonna like this coming up right now. Righto, ladies and gentlemen, one of the great friends of the family here at BackChat, one of the great guest interviews of all time. If I cop feedback from guest interviews, we've had, Mitch Marsh, David Boone in cricketing realm, some of the great AFL footballers of all time. This man right here ranks in some of the career highlights of BackChat. Guest, he's a West Coast Eagle, former Port Adelaide Power, former, and he joins us right now from his car outside the pub in Adelaide. Scott Lysaght, how are you, mate?
Pretty good now, boys. Thanks for having me. Daddy's home.
Daddy's
Daddy's home. You fucking lost the plot. Mate, as I said, what pub are you out the front? You out the front of the pub? What's happening?
I'm out the front of the Alberton Hotel, it's called. So, it's literally a stone throw away from where we used to play footy, train with like the Power Boys. So, I just finished work, had, I think, 3 beers, so I should be all right to drive home, I
Right.
think.
Perfect. You look different, Scott. Last time you were in person, you were still playing footy, and now, I don't know, you look younger.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, you look better. Do you feel better?
Yeah. Well, I feel good. So I think it must be the carbs, extra carbs that you're allowed to have now. So been smashing a lot more beers, a lot more carbs, and it's just good for you, just mental health makes you just look good, feel good.
Absolutely.
And thanks. Appreciate it though.
Yeah, really good, Dan. Now, Scotty, what are you doing? What are you doing work-wise? You're no longer in footy. There was a bit of a carry-on in the media because you didn't want to have a 1-year contract. I loved it. What are you doing with yourself?
So now I'm working with a mate of mine who owns a pool business. So he runs Rainwise Pools in Adelaide. So they install fiberglass pools and put them in the ground. So I'm in sales with those guys and help drive the pools out to sites on the back of trailers and stuff. So if anyone needs a pool, I'm their guy. We actually get our pools made in Joondalup. So
Wow.
can give anyone the hook up now if they want. Don't worry.
Could you imagine just being at your house waiting for your pool to get delivered and Scott Lysaght rocks up with your pool on the back?
Maybe we should do a back chat in the back of a pool.
Simply the best. Be absolutely unbelievable.
I'll drive the pool and you guys can sit in the back whilst I'm driving with some water in there and do a show.
It's like the episode of The Simpsons with the pool truck.
West Coast v Port Adelaide this weekend. I'm coining this the Scott Lysaght Cup. Who have you got? How do you see it going?
Oh, look, I'm going to the game. I'm actually going to be in the Triple M box, so I'll be indulging in some more carbs, which will be nice to watch the game. But I hope the Coasters can go well. I mean, it's a tough ask asking them to come over here and being such a young team, but they've got a few guys back from last year. They've got some young players coming through, but Port going to be some tough opposition for them. So I'm hoping they can go well, but I'll give Port the points on this.
Now, Scotty, I hope this reception holds itself together, right? Because you mentioned the Coasters, right? And this is coining one of your terms that you infamously brought to the fore on the Adelaide Hill, dressed in West Coast Eagles colours. As you watch the mighty Coasters get up over the Port Adelaide boys in a final. Up the bloody Coasters, I believe, was the call. Up the bloody Coasters. Well, Scotty, I've got a surprise for you, my friend. We are going to be careful how I say this. We're bringing out some new merch.
Yes.
Right? And I can't show you it right now. I'm going to text you it afterwards, but it is It is in your name, effectively. It is inspired by Scott Lysaght. We're bringing out Up the Bloody Coasters merch, Scotty. How about that?
Mate, that is going to be a hit.
Yes.
Bring that on. Up the bloody coasters. Get a dog up there, you dog.
Get a dog up, you dog.
Mate, mate, I was walking my two children down the street in Mount Hawthorn, and some bloke pulls up next to me in his car, winds his window down, and I thought, hello to West Coast, hello to, well done, Scoey, great career. No, he put his head out the window, and he screamed at me in front of my two children, Scoey, if you don't shit, you die, mate. If you don't shit, you die. Ha, 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 ha. And then drove off. That is, once again, a Scott Lysaght term.
Mate, it's so true, though. Guaranteed. You're guaranteed to die. That's it. And all those boys that were on the bus that were there, if they did, they would know. They would know.
Absolutely. Mate, we spoke about it off the top. How are you enjoying retired life? Enjoying it?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So, obviously, round one this weekend, watching all past teams and like you play against and everything. So, it's going to be different to watch and not be involved. But you can't play footy forever. So as soon as you get over that, you just, it's good just to sit back and watch, and you kind of reflect a bit more. Like I've been reflecting a bit more as the season's gotten closer, and it's something that I'm proud of.
Hey, Scotty, I know last year there was just a little bit of talk around trying to lure you out of retirement to head west. Was there can you shine any light on that? How truthful was that? Was that just all media junk?
No, it was true. I mean, yeah, there was a couple of clubs that were interested. West Coast was one of them. But, my body was shot, like I didn't, to be honest, I thought if I went somewhere, I'd be doing them an injustice if I kept playing because my body was so bad. I've had 3 surgeries since the end of last season. I only had one 2 or 3 weeks ago on my knee again. I had a chunk of my kneecap chip off and get stuck in the joint, and they pulled that out, which is about the size of a 10-cent coin.
Ooh.
And the surgeon said I need another reconstruction on my PCL. So
Wow.
I think I think getting that information makes me feel that I definitely made the right call. And I wanted to play West Coast again. Don't get me wrong. It would have been nice. But
Yeah, mate, I think you made the right call by a long way.
Harley Davidson drives past.
No, I like this. This is out the front of the pub, in front of the Alberton. It's bloody brilliant stuff. Are we going to find you back in Perth anytime soon? Are we maybe going to be watching at Ascot as 5 down runs around and takes its first win or second win? Are we going to see you in front of the Premiership horse, or are you staying in South Australia?
yeah, I'll be back there. I think I might be back there 3 times this year. So
Wow.
I'm going to go over there and check out the pools like from working with now. So they're made in WA, obviously, and I'll go check out the warehouse there and see how they're made and everything. And then I've got the big governor's wedding as well, end of the year.
Yes.
So I'll be over there for his bucks as well, would have thought. So a couple of trips there, which would be nice. I'm sure Scully, he's pretty good at stitching people up. So I'll be looking forward to that.
If you had to pick one, the wedding or the Bucks party, which one would you attend?
Oh, don't even ask me that. You know the answer to that. Jesus. Any bloke would think. Every bloke knows. Every bloke knows.
Mate, we're going to let you go. We appreciate you joining us here on BackChat. Mate, give us a tip. What do you think? What do you think the score's going to be? Port Adelaide, West Coast. Dan, very big West Coast man. Don't feel like you don't need to offend him. What do you think the final score's going to be? Who's going to win and how much?
Look, I think Port will win. I think they'll win comfortably. Unfortunately, I'd like it to be closer, but I think Port probably win by 8 to 10 goals. But it's a tough ask. But I would love to say that West Coast will win by 10 goals, but I'm looking forward to a year, 2 years, 3 years. West Coast will be back, so I'm looking forward to that.
All right. What size t-shirt are you these days?
Oh, XL to XL. Lucky because I'm taller, I can hide it a bit. But I've definitely put on a couple of kegs.
Hang on, mate. You've only been out of the game about 4 months. I'll put you down for a double XL, and I'll be expanding out to a triple XL. Mate, up the bloody coasters. I know you're Port Adelaide man late, but up the bloody coasters, eh?
Yeah, bloody oath, mate. Up the coasters, you dog. Get it, dog up, yeah.
Mate, go and enjoy those beers. Thanks for joining us, mate.
What a guy. Scott
Get a
Lysaght.
bloody dog up. Get a G-dog up, yeah.
Get a
More
jigger.
like.
What do you think of the merch, Hammer? It's bloody good. Up the coasters.
That's good. That is really, really good. I like it a lot. Yeah,
So that's
I'll be getting one.
That design's on the back there. It's available right now. backchatstudios.com.au/shop or I think it's shop, or just go to the website. Made by
be
Mamba
merch,
Digital. Could be merch, but I think it's shop.
it's merch.
Mamba Digital looked after us with the website. I'm going to buy about 10 of them. I know everyone's loving it on the chat. Looks mint, so good. Perfect birthday president. Birthday
president.
Let's get one to
set.
Let's get one
Up the
for the
bloody
president.
coasters. Oh, everyone is hopefully mooing right now at the MCG because Mason Cox has the ball.
Oh, he dropped it.
He dropped it. He did probably get tackled after he took the mark.
James Andrew on YouTube here says Lysaght will be a great ruck coach. I agree. I reckon he'd be a great guy to have around the club. Mason Cox has just missed to the left.
Sucked in,
Give him a
Mason.
little bump as you go. Right now, backchatstudios.com.au/merch. Shop. I don't know what it is.
I think it's merch.
Just
It's been
Dan,
merch
you need to
every
figure
other
this out.
day.
Up the coasters, up the bloody coasters,
coasters.
get a dog
Get
up
a
here.
G-dog up, yeah.
We also have another one that we are releasing. So that's the little West.
That's the West Coast one.
No, it's not. It's not the West Coast one. It's if you love coasters.
I like that
if
it's
you want to
the ochre
respect
colour.
wood. How about this one, Hammer?
It's Wharfie time.
It's Wharfie time, and a big shout out to all those guys working out on the docks.
Yep.
Night and day, guys and girls out there putting in the hard yards. We just thought a little something for you guys.
Yeah, a little bit of something for you guys. It's Wharfie time.
It's Wharfie time. So there's the Wharfie time. There's the Up the Bloody Coasters tees. They are available now on BackChat Studios website. You can pre-sale them. That's on the back. On the front, there's a little BackChat thing on there. It's bloody good. There we go. Schultz is. What do you have you seen much of Schultz in this game?
I think he's still on a donut.
He's still on a donut.
I don't think he's touched the football. It's Jack Buckley, obviously a great friend of the family. Jack Buckley and I love to be on Donut Watch, and it's one of the great things to be doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if he has not touched the football yet.
Yep.
He has had one, but Ash Johnson has yet to touch the football. So
there we go.
I'm going to text Jack right
Adro
now, and
Duke
I
on
should get
YouTube
one.
says Schultz doesn't look right in Collingwood colours. I'm still getting used to that myself. Sydney up 23 points against Collingwood. Nick is
Yep.
up and about. Keeps all week I've heard saying something special going on with this
Bo
club.
McCreary has just kicked one
He's
to
just kicked the
bring
goal.
the score back to 26-49. But yeah, they look pretty good, the Mighty Swans, at the current time.
Hammer, before we wrap up, it's almost time to go. You're going to break a record today.
Yes, I am.
Well, we'll tell people about it on Monday. I've got an email here for you. Let's just. There's a lot going on.
Jack Buckley just got straight back to me, by the way. I was literally seconds. I said, Johnson, Donut Watch. I was legitimately seconds away from texting you. Schultz just got off the mark.
There we go. As always, coming in clutch. All right, this is from Ethan Rudd. This says, held a footy club fantasy draft yesterday. We have a forfeit for last place and wanted to see which one of you guys would rate as the worst. So this is the punishments. Here we go. A 1 hour date at the local with a blow-up lady. Have to order dinner for 2.
That would be really embarrassing. But also, that's a hard one because people would clearly know you're taking the piss.
Yes,
Like, you're not taking a blow-up doll there for any other reason than to be an idiot. So I would probably... Yep, okay.
So we got a nude... This is another option. Nude run around a local oval outside next to the road.
That's
That's
tough.
easy.
It's easy, but it's also like you run the risk of being caught and it being
Going to
illegal.
prison.
So
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
We've also got 24 hours in Macca's, and each cheeseburger you have gets 1 hour off. I love that one, but look, it's just been done to death. I'm sick of hearing about it.
I would do that. I would be out of there in maybe
20 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah, I would not last. I don't want to say this because it'll end up we'll go and do it and I'll eat all these cheeseburgers. But I honestly think so. What's the 24 hours in a Macca's?
Yes.
Every cheeseburger you eat, you minus
Takes an hour.
I'd be there in. I would not last 2 hours. I'd be out of there before the 2. I'd eat more than 22 in 2 hours.
2
easily.
bites, I reckon I
Easily.
get through a cheeseburger. All right, done. Smash them out.
Yeah.
Even if you're in there for an hour, it's not that bad. And this is the last one: a stand-up comedy night at the local.
Nah, that would be the worst because like you just get heckled and booed and it would just be shit. Like how long do you have to be up there for? Like if you're not funny. And you don't know how to say anything. Like, it'd be just horrible.
I'll have to tell you one time about... Maybe we'll save it for Patreon. I'll tell you about the time I did a stand-up comedy gig.
Okay.
And so we'll save that for Patreon.
I'd like to hear it.
Thanks, Ethan Rudd, for sending that in.
Thanks, Ethan.
We do have one fine. It's Friday, so we thought let's play a fine.
Yep.
Give it to us, Damon. What does he say?
Just wanted to drop a quick fine in here for the West Coast Eagles.
Fair enough.
Social media team especially.
Yes.
Okay.
maybe we'll call it $1. We could call it 100. We could call it 1,000. The dogs can afford it. But their social media team is, my goodness, fucking god awful. Whoever's writing those posts is either 105 or an absolute fucking championess of a person. Because what's going on there? There is no soul. There is just it's fucking AI writing it. It's absolute garbage. They put a post up during the week saying, "Hear from our West Coast defender Liam Duggan. He's the fucking co-captain."
That's fair.
Absolute morons. Carry on, lads.
There we go.
No,
I didn't see
can't-
that.
yeah.
That's crazy. They didn't say hear from,
Hear
our,
from
ki-
our captain.
our captain,
Hear from
skipper, whatever.
Hear from one of our defenders. Like, seriously.
Hear from Liam.
That it is. Collingwood have just kicked another one. It's there's
Oh,
Lachlan
and it's
Schultz.
Schultz.
He's in the game.
Is that his first-
That'll be his first goal as a
Yeah, and the
Pie.
boys getting around him.
No, I agree with that sentiment. They're
Yep.
not very good.
Yeah, it could be better.
Get with the times.
Hammer, of course, we'll be back Monday at 4:30 live on YouTube.
Yes,
and we
we
are
will be.
powered by Paywise. We gave you a little bit of intel about what's going on there.
Yep.
More to come on that, plus our other sponsors, TABtouch, Shelter, Whippersnapper, Whisky. Mamba Digital made that website. Again, backchatstudios.com.au.
Yeah, what a website.
Go and buy some merch. Up the coasters.
Up the bloody coasters.
It's Wharfie time. We love
Yep.
wood. We love the docks. So we got to respect those things. Any final thoughts before you about to go try and break a world record? Damon?
I'm feeling like I'll just give you I'm feeling good. Obviously I'm coming off a world record, still waiting for that to be legitimised.
Yes.
But I've smashed the actual record, so there's no denying me. I've had a few friends send in like texts and videos of themselves trying it and got nowhere near it, so I feel confident in that. This record is one that can be beaten. I know it can be. I will be giving it my utmost.
You always do.
I always do. So, I guess we'll wait and see how we go, but feeling good.
Yeah, Adro Duke has just said, "Shoots goal. There you go, champ."
Yeah.
Did we just sort of help that out there?
I think we did.
We willed it into existence. Come back Monday 4:30. Listen to all the guest episodes. We had John. I almost called him John Longmuir.
Yeah, John.
And it's not even John Longmuir. It's
Yep.
John
John Longmire.
Longmire and Justin
Longmuir.
Longmuir. That's out now. See you Monday.